This episode of the Pu'u Muay Thai podcast is brought to you by pmtlifestyle.com, Authentic Muay Thai Lifestyle by Pu'u. Definitely go check out the website at pmtlifestyle.com for some awesome lifestyle merchandise. That's for those of you out there either involved in Muay Thai, looking at getting involved in Muay Thai, and embrace a healthier lifestyle to live the life of a Nak Muay. Go check it out.
Welcome, guys. Today is Thursday, January 6th, 2022. I hope everybody's having a good day. Going on day 2 of trying to podcast 7 days in a row. My quest to have as many podcasts as possible this year. Really stoked to be on here. I have a couple things I just want to announce. We have our Muay Thai community Discord that's going on. If anybody's on the Discord, feel free to shout and say hi. So the official Muay Thai community Discord, we're working on transferring over community of Muay Thai from Facebook, which is becoming like outdated, censored. It's hard for the algorithm to pick up and to get the message out there for everybody to be able to get the word out about Muay Thai and grow and communicate. Discord is a really great way to do that. If you're an older person like myself, 30 and above, you're going to remember like Instant Messenger, ICQ, MSN, things like that. It's that same technology coming back. Okay. Also, I'm recording live right now too, so shout out to everybody that's on the Muay Thai Discord channel if you are tuning in. I basically went through, been slowly building up that community to get people in there. And I see JT1.ca over on TikTok. I'll get to your question here in just a second, man. Thanks for tuning in on the TikTok live. So, it's been really awesome to see it grow. We have some promoters in there, media people from Fairtex, a lot of promoters from Southern California, some of the tournament promoters and stuff like that too from across the USA. It's just been really great to see the whole community grow in general. So I'm just making sure I can see everybody, any questions that pop up on the Discord. So I want to make sure we're good. All right. And pardon me, there we go. A little bit of shade is good. That flat color. So I'll get over onto this first, answer some questions as we're going through this. So JT1.ca over on TikTok, he asked, how long have you been teaching and training for? So I got into a teaching position probably about 2 years into training. My coach needs some help, so I would help cover classes, do whatever I could, do what I knew, basics, beginner classes and stuff too. Been doing it ever since. Got started in 2007, so coming up on 15 years now, doing Muay Thai, so that would be 13 years teaching as well. So I got put into that teaching role pretty soon. I had really great teachers too. I got, really blessed to have awesome and amazing teachers. I've talked about them here on the podcast before. And if you're on here too and you're watching on TikTok Live, make sure to double tap the screen, share the stream. If you guys are on, listening to this later on Spotify, iTunes, make sure to leave a review. It's one of those things that's huge for us. So it would mean a lot to me if you could eventually get to it. I know you're not always able to get to it, but I think it could be really, really great. To be able to help grow the Muay Thai community, because that's the whole purpose of a lot of this stuff. We give away a ton of free content. We're doing a lot of giveaways on the Muay Thai community Discord and on our Instagram right now. We have a new Muay Thai and Drill t-shirt that's dropping. It's a little play on the Netflix and chill, right? So Muay Thai and Drill, that's what it's all about, baby. So I'm going to go through, one of my things I want to go through today is we have the World Games Qualifiers coming up here in the United States. So World Games is like the step below the Olympics. This is qualifiers for World Games. And World Games is going to be hosted, the host countries in USA, in Birmingham, Alabama, later this year. So, and we actually have one of our students, I'll see if I can get her on here, that's fighting in the qualifiers. Her name's Erin Harris. I'm going to kind of go through the brackets. I'm going to go through the brackets that are on here so far for the World Games Qualifiers once I can get to it. Because I'm part of, like I said, there's so many Facebook groups. It's freaking nuts to be able to try to track everything down. But I TikTok, if you're on there, I hope you guys are having a great day. My people over on the Muay Thai community Discord, hope you're having a great day. It's been great to see the weather clearing up here in Southern California after just having typical, I guess, California winter weather, which isn't that bad. It's just like a couple weeks of rain, so can't really complain about that, right? Can't complain. If you're complaining, you haven't lived here long enough. The United States Muay Thai Federation's in here. There it is. I found it. Okay, so I found the brackets and stuff like that over here on this server. Let me just move my laptop. Sorry if you listen to this later. You're getting some background sounds. So I want to just make sure. TikTok, I know I'm moving around everywhere. Norloff, have you tried K1 before? I have not done a kickboxing fight before. No, but I've trained with K1 kickboxing people. I've trained our students to fight K1 rules. We had a gold medalist in Waco, in the Waco Nationals, West Coast Nationals in USA. So he ended up losing. It was the West Coast Championships. Then he lost in the Nationals against Adam Pope, who's a freaking beast in kickboxing in USA. The guy has like 80 fights, and it was my guy's like third kickboxing fight. Pretty funny to see, or pretty cool to see. I wouldn't say funny, but to see a Muay Thai fighter trying to fight kickboxing, it's kind of weird sometimes if it's new to you, and it was only like his second time fighting in kickboxing rules. A lot of Muay Thai fighters transition to K1 to grow. Yes, there's more money in kickboxing than there is in Muay Thai. There's actually a promoter in Southern California that's kind of banking on that. It's called Fighters Rep. Does a great job of, I invited him into the Discord as well. He is Fighters Rep. He does a great job in regards to like promoting fighters and stuff like that too, which I think is key for Muay Thai to continue to grow also. It's one of the things that we're trying to use our platform for our students internally to be able to help promote them using our social media channels, using the communities, and really branching out and developing people that way because they can work very, very well. So and speaking of, it's like, hey, we have, I'll go through the brackets. So I'm going to go through first. I'm going to go through, let's see, World Championships Qualifier. I wonder what the difference is. These are so World Games Qualifier, then there's World Championships Qualifier. Not sure what the difference is that Mr. Michael Chase Corley posted about over here on the USMF page. Nor a lot on TikTok says the reason Muay Thai isn't up there with K1 in boxing is just because it's too brutal. I wouldn't say that it's because it's too brutal. I mean, look at UFC. I think it's more of like a cultural thing and the way it's promoted. There's no like unified rules too. There's a lot of people trying to address that. They're actually in the community Discord, and I think some of them are here on TikTok. Make sure to double tap that screen, guys, if you're on TikTok. Remember, that helps bump us up. Get more eyes on Muay Thai. All right, that's what we want to do. All right, so I'm gonna go through first World Games qualifiers. We have the featherweight division, male division. So that's 100. It's a 57 kilograms, 125.4 pounds max. This is going to be in Denver, Colorado, in March. So it's a 3-day tournament. They have to weigh in every single day. Okay, and they cannot miss weight. They get one chance to make weight. All right, yes, definitely, that's right, Noor. So featherweight division, we have Ahmad Ibrahim. So I think he's on the east. He's from the East Coast, from Philly. Rami Ibrahim's, I think, nephew. Infamous Team USA fighter and also a coach. I think longest running active pro Muay Thai fighter in the USA. So I think Ahmad is actually, I saw videos of him actually teaching in San Diego, or Carlsbad, my apologies. I don't know if he's moving over there. On that is confirmed as Austin Amel, Jamark Cooper, Joseph Espinosa, David Fisher, that name sounds familiar, Waleed Snousy, Jamie Preep from Valor Training Center, I'm familiar with that name, and Juan Cortez. Seems like it would be, that's going to be a great division, actually. That's very fast. Those guys, I've seen a lot of those guys have some knockout power. I see here, J1 is asking how to develop a Muay Thai style, so like a technical style. It starts with good basics, my man, and also having somebody that can teach you that style. And I would say, you have to focus on your fundamentals of Muay Thai also, which is like balance, basics, technique, and then you have offense and defense. Focus on those things. All right, very, very basic, but if you focus like that, simple, then you go into your defensive ladder, like we posted here on our TikTok and stuff too, which is Step number 1 is evasion. Your first line of defense is evasion. If you can't evade, next line of defense is going to be blocking. If you can't block, all right, then like maybe you're too slow, too tired, too damaged. Okay, next thing you're going to do, you're going to grab. Grabbing techniques, grabbing the leg, grabbing the knee, grabbing the arms, all right, doing those kind of techniques so you can sweep and stuff like that. Again, that comes after blocking because you're taking damage on your body. When you block, you're ideally hurting them with your block, right? So next what we have is, like I said, so we have evasion, blocking, catching, and then you have jamming in. All right, so jamming in, jumping in, clinching. All right, you can use clinching offensively and defensively. All right, you can be offensive and defensive at the same time in clinch. You can knee them and then throw them when they go to counter you. All right, very simple. Not simple, I make it sound simple, but when you think of it that way, it's a simple process to break down in your Muay Thai training and stuff as well. Okay, so go back onto here. I hope that answered your question, J1 over there on TikTok. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Next one we have here is the lightweight division, men's lightweight division for the World Games Qualifiers. We have Sean Clemeco from Northern California, I think Smash Fighters Gym, Coach Rudy Ott. Good fighter, strong fighter. I think he recently I think only like 2 or 3 pro fights, but also very, very strong competitor. Had a pretty big amateur career too here in the USA. Joseph Mueller, Eric Luna. Eric Luna, been in the game forever, also a pro fighter now. I remember seeing him really blow up. There was like the Friday Night Fights 8-man tournament over, I think it's in New York. They do a one-night 8-man tournament. I remember seeing him on there. That's where I first started like really following the guy. And that was like probably 2011, 2012. But he's been around before that. I remember seeing his name pop up on Team USA and all that good stuff. Next one is Oliver Jimenez. Daniel Gonzalez. Man, there's a lot of Daniel Gonzalez's. I think he's actually fighting this month up in Northern California for Freedom Fighter Promotions with Rami Abraham's promotion. Henry Lee, I think he was on the Team USA, actually, most recently. Michael Triana, great fighter, pro fighter. I saw him fight on Team USA back in 2015 for the WKA World Unified Games in Spain. So he's been fighting since. He's active, great guy. If you haven't checked out his YouTube, he's also got a YouTube channel and stuff as well. Good guy. Next one, Diego, is it Jagasar or Yagasar? I can't. Sometimes that J's pronounced differently. Sorry if I butchered that, Diego. Next up, too, is Jalil Barnes. He's not confirmed yet. He's over in Thailand. I know he's been training he was part of Team USA as well. Just recently at the IFMA Games, did really well there. Ethan Geffen and Philip Ignacio, 2 people I've both seen fight. And I think that those are great additions to the bracket. Man, this bracket's deep. It makes sense. 139.7 pounds and 63.5 kilos. Popular weight class. Brandon Rafferty, not confirmed yet, and Malcolm Hill. Man. Anybody know any of these fighters? I do. You guys better keep your eye out on some of these guys, too. Over here on TikTok, I see Colin the G. Been thinking about starting BJJ. Thoughts? Hey, it depends what your goal is, my man. What is your goal? Let me know. What's your goal with training? Is it just to learn, be a martial artist? Then yeah, absolutely. Or if you're trying to do MMA, mixed martial arts, absolutely. I see yay. I'll just say yee sir. Over on TikTok. I have my first fight coming in March. Any advice? Yeah, I do have some advice for you. All right. Number 1, listen to your coach implicitly. Ask them as many questions as possible and take notes when you talk to them. All right. If you keep asking the same thing and you're forgetting about it and you feel bad about not, just ask them, write it down, take notes. All right. I'm going to do a little shameless self-promotion here myself. You can also grab my book. It's available on Amazon Kindle Reader. If you don't have a Kindle Reader, you can just download the Kindle app on your phone or read it on your computer over on Amazon. The link is in my bio. It's called Preparing for Your First Muay Thai Fight. Again, it's pretty obvious with the title. It's not just your first Muay Thai fight. It's kind of like what to expect, like building into like a competitive field in Muay Thai, like with some standards and protocols and stuff like that as well. So that would be a great resource for you. It's $10, I think, the digital version. If you want the paperback version, they're $20. It's shipped direct from Amazon. All right. Again, the link's in the bio. I got a ton of tips too here on TikTok, on our Instagram. If you ever want to come into the Discord, our Muay Thai community Discord, I highly recommend you go check that out. The link is also in our bio for that too, Yeeser. All right. Seco777 over here on TikTok. Hey guys, don't forget, double tap that screen if you're over here on TikTok and you're interested in helping support Muay Thai. All right, share the stream too. Hit that share button. How to shadow in Muay Thai. I'm assuming you mean shadow boxing. One, best to have a mirror. It's always very important to have a mirror. Two, also, if you don't have a mirror, use a camera, record yourself. All right, use a camera to help record yourself. That way you can decide, like, hey, this is what I'm going to be working on. Maybe if you're in a program, in class setting, or you're training one-on-one with the instructor, you can ask them, hey, what are some things I should work on in shadowboxing, the types of shadowboxing. There's like technical shadowboxing. There's like visualization shadowboxing, flowing. There's like shadowboxing for like conditioning and stuff as well. There's so many different ways to cut it, all right? So many different ways to cut, just like there's different ways to cut with the elbow, right? So very important for you guys to kind of understand that too. And I can understand the question. A lot of people ask that, especially more like beginners, stuff like that, where we specialize in beginners. So I hear it all the time. And it really depends on what you're trying to hone in on and have something to focus on working. All right. Are you already warmed up? Are you doing it for conditioning? Are you working on a specific thing? You're working on your balance? You know, those are all things to consider in there, my man. But thanks for the question, Seco777. Appreciate you, my man. All right. So next thing we got in here, let's see. I'm going to go back over onto this bracket. So that lightweight bracket's freaking fire, man. I can't wait to see that in person. Next one, welterweight, 67 kilograms. That's 147.7 pounds. We have up here, and they're all confirmed, by the way. These are all confirmed people. Up on the top, we have Asa Tenpao. Asa is on fire, man. He's been fighting MMA also. I really want him to fight Gabriel Varga. Gabriel Varga is doing that karate combat stuff. I wish they were fighting in Muay Thai or kickboxing, but they both have fought some of the same opponents, beat the same people. I really dig it if Gabriel Varga and Asa Tenpao could get together in some kind of match in the future. All right. Seco77 is saying, is it necessary to kick with two legs? I'm not sure what you mean by that, man, but if you clarify a little bit, I can definitely answer that for you. So next up here in the welterweight division is Sean Gorman. Maybe if I saw the face, I'd recognize it. We have Jermaine Soto, JJ Soto, current WBC national champion, strong fighter out of Southern California. Next up, my man, Mr. Travis Petralba. He's now at Mission Muay Thai down in Anaheim, hailing out of the mango tree in Hawaii, but is also my longtime friend since we're like 12 years old, man. So he's stepping up. He's been here on the podcast a couple of times, actually. If you guys go look on our YouTube, he's also here in the Muay Thai Discord channel, Purple Philith. If you guys are on there, go check him out, go ping him, wish him luck. And then we also have Chris Paez from Classic Fight Team, also Southern California gym. Tyler Dungse and Johnny O'Neill. Ooh, Johnny O'Neill's in that bracket. Okay, Johnny O'Neill, I saw him. I was overseeing the under-18 title for Johnny O'Neill in Arizona a few years back, and I've seen him develop into a pretty good fighter. I just saw him most recently fight at the TBA tournament back in June in Iowa. I think I either refed or judged some of his fights. I can't remember. So many. Man, that's a really good bracket, though. And there's a really mixed level of like age, experience, and youth inside of that division too. That's a pretty dynamic one. You're getting people all across the board towards the end of their career, people at the beginning of their career, and like Johnny O'Neill. You have people who are kind of just breaking in, maybe they're going to be stepping up to fight people at like a higher pro level, which is fine. That's what the World Games Qualifier is for. Seco777, Harrison is good. I'm assuming you mean Liam Harrison. Yes, absolutely. Liam Harrison is good. Guy's been around forever. He's a legend. We'll go over to the next one. We have the light middleweight division. All right. Of course, in the welterweight division, I'm rooting for my friend Travis Petralba. Let's go, hardcore T-Dog. He's going to be so embarrassed if he hears that. Next is light middleweight. So it's 156.2 pounds or 71 kilograms. First up, Zach Bunnell from Reno, Nevada. Glory kickboxer, fought pro Muay Thai. I think he was on the Team USA before and everything as well. Ton of experience. And he is, if you follow him on Instagram, a guy likes to... he seems like a character, man. I haven't met him in person, but looking forward to meeting him. Luis Morales, Jordan Weiland. So Jordan Weiland's good to see him going up in weight to that 156.2 because he missed weight a couple times down at welterweight. So good. I think that's a good call for him, and he's a freaking strong dude. Then we have Luke Lassay, newer pro fighter, but also a lot of experience from the Midwest. Anthony Oyoung, from Hawaii, my man. Good luck, brother. So again, a young fighter that's in the mix. I think he's like 20 years old. So really good to see him in there. Seco77 is asking tips for power in the kicks. I'll give you some. Let me finish out this bracket. Next up is Nick Chastain. Nick Chastain's hungry for fights. I'm friends with his trainer, Bob Carmel. I work with him in officiating and stuff as well. Been trying to hunt for fights. I see him trying to start to matchmake himself fights on Instagram because no one wants to fight him. Apparently, you can't make fights happen. So he's fighting for free. World Games Qualifier. Nick's been around a while. I fought him before. He's been around forever. So I think he's going to do some damage in there too. Then we have Caleb Hunter that's in there. And Eddie Abasol. Holy shit. Pardon my French, man. That is a stacked middleweight. Man, all these are great brackets, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing these come in. And hopefully we see some of these people get to rematch each other as professional without the shin guards, the headgear, and to fight 5-rounders. I want to see that. But again, a good range of experience in there. You have people who are like in the peak of their pro career. You have people at the end of their pro career. You have people who haven't even gone professional. You have people who are like, have accomplished probably everything they can in Muay Thai at this point. So World Games makes sense. Keep them active. All right. So we'll go into the next one. It's the light heavyweight division, 81 kilogram max, 178.2 pounds. All right. So I'm going to go over onto the Seco 777's question here. So he was asking, what are some ways to develop power in your kicks? Man, practice on good basics and hit the bag a lot with good basics. Doesn't have to be fast. Focus on quality over quantity. All right, then we also have Ryan West. Tips for sparring. I just started Muay Thai 2 months ago. Well, first of all, you're only 2 months in. All right? You're not going to really feel good until like 2 or 3 years in. So just keep that in mind. So be kind to yourself and don't compare yourself to other people's progress. Okay? Just some coaching advice there for you. I think that's very important. Everybody always tries to like, oh, my coach is saying this, that, whatever it may be. So I think it's really important for people to understand that when it goes into sparring. But there is some tips. I have like a whole sparring tip video. I think I have it over on our YouTube. But the most important thing I can say is to have instructed sparring. Pay for a sparring private lesson with your coach, with your instructor. Focus on developing speed over power and having that ultimate control. Because you are a martial artist. Muay Thai is a martial art. So when it comes into fighting, it's very, very, very important for you to understand that as well. Because when you're training for fights, you have to learn how to control yourself so you don't hurt your toys, your training partners, your sparring partners. You want to be able to spar every day, ideally. I hope that helps there, Ryan West. Let's get back over to these brackets. Light middleweight, 156.2 max. We already went through that one. Light heavyweight, 81 kilogram max, 178.2 pounds max. Richard Abraham making his return to Muay Thai. Awesome. He's been fighting in Glory Kickboxing. It'd be cool to see him back in. He's been coaching, has his gym full on going, full on team. Remy Singh, Gary Mack, Stephen Bobinchuk, my man Stephen Bobinchuk. He's also been here on the podcast before. He works over at Muay Thai Addict. If you guys have talked with Muay Thai Addict, chances are you talked to him. Aaron Ortiz, Isjadin Bektashi. I just saw him fight in Arizona. Actually was ringside as a ring official for that one, for the SAA Alliance over at Vin Chai Fest show over there in Arizona and Phoenix during the US Muay Thai Open. Ryan West says, thank you. You're welcome, man. Double tap that screen, guys. If you're over there on TikTok, don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, come check out the Muay Thai community Discord. It's not just me. There's a whole community on there of great people, including some of these people that I'm listing in these brackets, okay? Ijadin Bektashi, great fighter. I think really good fighter, a lot of potential. In pro, also young. I think he's like 23 or 24. Drew Gigax, Gigax. Wow, I think I've seen that name before in like maybe one of the tournaments or something. Nikita Chubb, Elijah Clark, not confirmed, and John Hurney, not confirmed. Looks like it's gonna be a good bracket. Next up is heavyweight. 91 kilogram max, 200.2 pounds maximum. Matt Baker, yes, Matt Baker. If you guys don't know who Matt Baker is, dude's been around forever. Looking forward to seeing him return to Muay Thai. Also, he's been fighting in Glory. What is the name? Which says Soli. I don't know who that is. And Jacob Rodriguez. So Jacob Rodriguez, I believe, is out of Houston or Heritage Muay Thai. My apologies with Michael Corley. All right. So it's heavyweight. And let me know if you guys heard about any of these people. I think it's really important. Ryan West asks, what's the best way to learn timing for striking and defending? Best way to learn timing for striking and defending is sparring. Tactical play sparring, also known as LEN. Very important to learn how to play. Muay Thai's a game. My friend Matt Lucas had a good segment during one of our seminars that we had him for. It's like, you're playing tag. You have the kid that like tags you and runs away, right? Hey, make sure to double tap the screen too. Share this live stream over here on TikTok, guys. If you're listening later on, and you like these tips too. Let me know what you guys think. Message me over on Instagram. All right, at Pu'u Muay Thai. Or you can come in the Muay Thai Discord server and talk smack, and we can shoot it up there. Okay, chop it up. So tactical sparring is the best way to develop timing for striking and defending. All right, so that's where you have to learn the speed and power dynamic. Like if you're having a hard time defending and developing timing, get a partner where you guys are both going like 20% speed, like no power. That way you can really practice on moving, keeping your balance, keeping your cadence, and really seeing and learning how to read the body when those strikes are coming at you. Those are very important. I can go in for days on that one, but I hope that one helps for you. Okay, and get that sparring private lesson, man. You're asking a lot of sparring questions. Get it with your coach. It's worth the money. All right. So next, we're going into the women's divisions for the World Games Qualifier. All right, first up, we have the light flyweight division, 48 kilograms max, 105.6 pounds. We have Teddy Mandala, Natalie Salcedo, Kennedy Riley. Kennedy, been seeing her a long time. We had one of our fighters fight her, beat her in the past. Then Kennedy came back a couple years later and beat our fighter. So, and she's been fighting, I think she did IFMA back in 2019, did great B class, and she's been staying active. She hasn't actually been that active, but there hasn't been a whole lot of activity for people like that here in the USA. Jessin Nig, NG. So she's going to be fighting, but that's unconfirmed. Jessie Lee. Janet Garcia. I just refereed one of her bouts at the TBA, I think, back in June. So also a good fighter. She's very active. I think her and Kennedy Riley have fought before, if I'm not mistaken. And Jeannie Nguyen. Ooh, Jeannie Nguyen. Wait. Is it Jeannie who I know? I have to find out. Ryan West says, bet. Awesome, man. Do it. How to deal with knees in the clinch from Jay Duran. Definitely knees. How to deal with knees in the clinch. Actually, I'm going to plug. There's a free video in our YouTube channel. And this is for you guys over here that are listening later on. Anybody that's on our Muay Thai Discord. I'd highly recommend you go over to the Pu'u Muay Thai YouTube and go look up the videos that I have from Naparat Kit Kemtorn. So his nickname is Lord of the Knee to the Chest. Okay? He beat Saenchai 3 times in a row during their peak. It wasn't like when Saenchai, he's fighting like these foreigners and stuff like that. No. When they were in their peak back in Lumpini days, man, this guy, he beat Saenchai 3 times in a row. They fought 5 times in total. I think one of them was like a draw. And Saenchai won. Okay? So I really go check that out, man. He beat him 3 times. So, and his specialty is kneeing and clinch basics. But he has some killer clinch basics for defending against knees. All right? And how to practice knee defense in the clinch. All right? Really great stuff. And I think there's actually, if you're a judge or you watch Muay Thai, you like watching Muay Thai, you should go check out those videos. That way you understand a little bit more about what's going on in the clinch. Okay? I hope that helps there. Jay Duran over on TikTok. Don't forget to double tap that screen, guys. Hit the share button on the stream. Let's boost this stream up. I appreciate you guys. All right. So next one we have over here is Our flyweight division, 51 kilogram max, 112.2 pounds. Okay, 112.2 pounds. Just real quick, Jaderon, one more note on the clinching. Got to clinch a lot, too. All right, got to clinch a lot. That way you get comfortable there. And proper clinching. Don't just go in and just grab each other. You have to have somebody teach you if you don't know how to clinch properly. All right, that takes time and skill and experience to learn that. You can listen to our podcast. I can talk about how long it took me to find somebody to teach that kind of stuff to us. Flyweight, 51 kilogram, 112.2 pound max. We have Janine Pia from, I think it's the 8 Limbs Academy over in Philadelphia. I've seen her fight before. Angela Barr, Gabby Maxwell, probably has the most experience fights in here. Magali Alvarez, pro fighter, not confirmed though. Molly Silbermage, not familiar with her. Kaya Knowles was just on Team USA from Boxing Works. Brian Popejoy. Lael Shafee, I think I've seen some of her fights before on like Instagram and stuff like that. And Tai Lei from Wooden Man Muay Thai just had Junction on over at our academy for a seminar. Shout out to Wooden Man Muay Thai, great people. Great people. I see Brian Monterosa from one of Coach Andrada's fighters commenting here. It says he wants to be Bangkok ready. Come listen in the hangout area doing a live podcast. All right. So, and shout out to Carwin. I see you listening there too, man. Thank you for tuning in. My man. Can't wait to get back to training with the academy next week. So, let me go back onto here. So, that's the flyweight division for the women is pretty stacked Division 2. A lot of experience, high-level amateur, and professional fighters. All right, next one, going on to bantamweight, 54 kilograms, 118.8 pounds. We have IFMA 2019 gold medalist Coral Carnicella. All right, I think she's 20 or 21 now, from Florida, ACE 10 PAL student, who's also fighting in the tournament. How cool is that? And then there's Summer Bronco, also a top prospect, youth world champion in IFMA. I know she just started fighting the adult divisions, but I think she's going to be doing great. Very tall fighter. Spent time in Thailand and stuff like that too. Ashley Tyner, also a lot of experience in Amy Duke. Man, all these women have a fucking ton of experience, and I think that's going to be a pretty fire division. I wish it was bigger, a little bit deeper. If you're a woman getting into Muay Thai, now's a good time to be involved if you want to compete. Next up is the featherweight division, 57 kilograms max, 125.4 pounds. We have Tiara Brandt out of Danny Brandt's gym out there in Arizona. Also, IFMA competitor, I think youth world champion, fighting in Thailand. Strong fighter. Looking forward to seeing her come in. She's not a professional fighter yet. I assume that's probably coming if there's more opponents or opportunities for her. So, I saw her win her division. I think it was at the TBA tournament. Underneath her is Nicole Fernandez. Again, IFMA world champion. I think she just recently won her division. Summer Bronco in the bantamweight division. I think she was in IFMA. She didn't win her division, but Nicole Fernandez here in the featherweight division of Crew Brian Dobler's Double Dose Muay Thai. And also, congratulations to him and Patrick Rivera on Phuket Muay Thai down there near Rawai Beach in southern Thailand. Super stoked for you guys. Nicole Fernandez confirmed to be fighting on that too. Natalie Killface Morgan, also a pro fighter, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, out of the Yard. A friend of mine, came up as amateurs and stuff like that. Cool to see her flourishing and doing her thing. Also fighting in that division. That's gonna be interesting matches actually. And then we have Selena Flores coming back from kickboxing back over to Muay Thai. Super stoked to see Selena come back in. She's got a great team behind her and everything. And then unconfirmed is Elizabeth Edinger and Lisa Lynn. Not familiar with them. Ryan West is asking over here on TikTok. Okay, sorry, last one. I want to get more into the community and spirituality in Muay Thai. Any tips? Yes, Ryan West, go join our community, Muay Thai community Discord server. It's not Pu'u Muay Thai community server. It's Muay Thai community, the whole community. It'd be a great way for us to get in and talk more. You can ask more training tips, general chat, all that good stuff. There's a ton of people in there, a ton of knowledge. There's pro fighters, there's promoters, there's enthusiasts, there's students like yourself, newer to the sport. There's people who have been training, they're just students for a long time. There's matchmakers. You got media people. So there's tons of great resources in there for you to tap on the shoulder. You can always ask me too. I'm going to interact as much as I can in there. Next up is in the lightweight division, 60 kilograms, 132-pound max for World Games Qualifier women division. Becca Irwin is not confirmed from Heritage Muay Thai. Also, I think IFMA world champion, youth world champion. She's been fighting Glory Kickboxing, has a Glory contract, or had. I don't know if she still has it. Charles Lee Mana, Kroll Martina. I think it's Martina Kroll. I think that's the name. I've seen her name pop up before in the tournaments. Anna Toole and Chantal Perry. So I think Chantal was also in the World Championships for the IFMA Games last year. I keep saying this year, in 2021. All right, so then that's it for that division. Not a whole lot of activity at 132 for the women. But all in there, I think the very strong fighters, a lot of experience. Next up is the light welterweight division for the women. It's 63.5 kilograms. That's 139.7 pounds. All right. Ryan West says, thank you. You're a big help. I appreciate it, man. Absolutely. That's why we're here. Our academy specializes in beginners, so I get these questions all the time, my man. Always ask inside of the Muay Thai community Discord any questions. I have some stuff that I've pinned up in there. I'm going to have some frequently asked questions. It's good to get all this stuff documented. Really, a lot of this stuff is to document what I know and what everybody else knows, because there's so much information out there. If we can get all in one place, that'd be pretty badass. All right, so onto this light welterweight women's division. We have Caressa Simmons out of, it's Dominic's wife out of Florida. She's been fighting pro, not really active, but she's been fighting for a long time. Katrina Combs, not too familiar with her yet. Angela Whitley, saw her first in 2015. She's been fighting pro, been fighting IFMA, saw her fight IFMA in person. So a lot of experience. Claire Morton, I think I refed one of her fights. I think she's from also 8 Limbs Academy in Philadelphia under Charlie and Alan Cotone out there in Philly. Great academy if you're out there in Philadelphia. And then we have ours truly, Erin Clayton, who I'm going to get here on the podcast, guys. I'm going to get her on the podcast because she's got a cool story. She also trains with Victor at the Thai Boxing Institute. Shout out to Crew Vic over there in Santa Monica. Great guy. Go check him out on YouTube, too. He has some sick Muay Thai YouTube content. All right, I'm trying to get him into this Muay Thai community as well. He's a good person, good resource. And then, so Erin, I think, has a great chance. We went over a whole game plan for all these people coming up. I've seen a lot of these people develop as fighters, so it's a good benefit for us. And Erin, I think, is kind of like a sleeper in this bracket. And Jasmine Wu, I can't remember where Jasmine Wu. I think she's from Northern California, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have the World Championships qualifiers. So this is they're going straight to World Championship qualifiers for IFMA. I think that's what this is. So they have Ethan Quitone from Wooded Man Muay Thai, 132 pounds. Brandel Mendoza. That's good. Kevin Rhodes and Jeff Simonelli. I'm not too familiar with Jeff, but I've seen Kevin Rhodes fight before. I think they're East Coasters. Brandel and Ethan, that would be a good match. I think it's funny, I just saw them both on the same card in Southern California. I'm like, why aren't these guys fighting each other? So it'd be good to see that. I think 132 pounds, I saw Ethan fight 127 pounds, but I think that should be good. And then we have 165 pounds, Nahum Demese and Peter Stanonik. And then we have the super heavyweight divisions, 91 kilograms, 260.2 pounds. Joe Stripling, man, that guy can move for heavyweight. Stephen Banks, Stephen Banks is coming back in, nice. I know he's been in Thailand for a long time. Delvin Nichols and Justin Mitchell. So that's what we got so far for the brackets. I know they're adding to them like every couple of days. Really, really looking forward to seeing how those brackets fill out as we get closer to March. All right. So I'm definitely going to be there. We have student fighting on it. I think I'm working as an inspector or something like that. If not, I'm there. There's ring officials training and stuff too. That's a couple days leading up to it from a ring official from Austria. I guess he's one of the top or head IFMA ring officials at the World Championships. So I'm looking forward to seeing him here and meeting him. And we have, I think, JJ Farrow, my friend JJ, He's going to be back from Thailand. Congratulations, JJ, on your marriage, man. Went out to Thailand. I think his wife's going to be immigrating over. Super stoked to see more Muay Thai community come together in the USA. And I'm assuming they're bringing over this ring official to USA to develop more ring officials here, since we are the host country for the World Games this year in Alabama. So I want to make sure we're all up to snuff. All right? But just want to give a quick shout out to everybody over on the Muay Thai community Discord. We have, over 100 people now. It's just been like a week and a half to get people in there. If you are listening to this later on, go check it out. The link is in the show notes for the Muay Thai community Discord. You're missing out, man. Just go in there. We do tons of giveaways, tons of community content and stuff like that too that's coming through. I just put the message out. Like I personally message a lot of people that are I'll call them shakers and movers in the sport of Muay Thai here in the USA and international. So hopefully I can get some more people involved in there. We have stuff talking about promoters, matchmaking, non-fungible tokens, NFTs. I'm trying to learn about that. Media, training tips, training camp, videos, and just general chat. So I think that would be a big help for a lot of you over here on TikTok that are watching and stuff as well, or anybody that's tuning in, listening to this later. All right. And we do have a giveaway over on our Instagram right now. So if you're watching this over on TikTok, let me go over to it. So we're giving away that Muay Thai and Drill t-shirt. The giveaway ends on Sunday. All right, that's going to be Sunday, January 9th at 6 p.m. What it is, you go over to our Instagram. You're going to follow Pu'u Muay Thai and Pu'u Muay Thai Santa Barbara on Instagram. Once you're there, you're going to like the post, tag 3 Muay Thai friends in the comments on the post. Hit the save button on the post. And share this post to your story and tag Pu'u Muay Thai. That's how you get your entries. Okay, so we're gonna be giving these away. Go check it out, guys. Awesome shirt. It comes in bunch of different colors. We just did a $100 gift card giveaway too for our online shop. Just trying to get more people involved and incentivize people to come talk about Muay Thai. Come together. All right, I really want people to just come together. That's what I want to do. I see so many people doing so many things that's kind of like fragmented, and if there was like a hive mind of information and a way for people to come together, and Discord is a great way to do that. Okay? But with that said, guys, I'm going to tune off on the podcast here. Thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a review, guys, if you're listening to this on iTunes, Spotify. Follow it. Make sure to go follow us on YouTube. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Pu'u Muay Thai. Have a great day. All right, that's it today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys are listening on iTunes, please go leave a review. It means the world to me if you enjoy the content, if you like hearing about all the stuff that has to do with Muay Thai and what we're doing. Also, there's another way to support us. If you guys visit our Patreon link, it's in the show notes. Also on our YouTube, if you go to pmtlifestyle.com, there's a Patreon link up at the top. You can support us for as little as $5 a month. To get some behind-the-scenes footage, things of that nature, to see what we're doing behind the scenes for Pu'u Muay Thai, what we're trying to get going. Also, you can get some early access clips. You can also get t-shirts, merchandise, and a few other things as perks of being a patron. Again, go check that out. It's at pmtlifestyle.com.